When I think back to about a year ago, I just think about how a year ago, right now, I would have been working in an abusive call center job. And it's just amazing how much things have changed. Things aren't perfect, but they're a lot better than they were. I bring that up because a little bit further into this video, you'll understand why. I want to talk a little bit about being dismissed when it comes to your mental health and advocating for yourself. So I am somebody who has been in situations where I have gone to a healthcare professional and told them I would like to start therapy, and they pretty much just told me I was normal. And I really think that general practitioners should be more educated in that sort of thing, just because somebody may not be having suicidal thoughts at that time, just because they're not harming themselves, but they're experiencing mental health troubles in other ways, doesn't mean that you should push them to the side, because when you push them to the side, maybe they will get to that point because nobody listened to them. So that's sort of where advocating for yourself comes in. This is something that I wish I would have done, or I wish I would have known. So, tips for advocating for yourself. I would recommend to write down what you want to say before you go in, and bring in your little notepad with you, bring in your phone, and be prepared that they might not understand, and be prepared to maybe have to explain a little bit more, and that's very hard. It's very hard to open up to somebody who you don't know very well and tell them all these things that are going on inside of your head. So preparation is definitely a very big thing. I still do feel that what I said should have been enough, but if I could give myself any more advice, it would be to say, no, listen to me. I'm trying to tell you that I want help. So I found out that I was able to do a self-referral to a place in town, and I started seeing counselors pretty often, and things got a little bit better from that point. I think that the ability to self-refer yourself is extremely important, because not everybody has a healthcare professional that is going to listen and refer you to a therapist. As I moved cities, they were not able to take me as a client anymore just because of the distance or something like that. So I was okay on my own for a little bit. But it sort of got to the point where it's not okay on my own anymore, and I'm starting treatment again, and that is okay. I got an email from my college the other day that said I had been dismissed from my college program. I sobbed. I straight up just started, that kind of crying where you can't really breathe. Yeah. I emailed my teacher this frantic, emotional email, and he said that he understood and they can get me back into the program, but just the thought of being threatened back into having to work a crappy customer service job instead of getting my education and getting my life together was a lot. Like, I really had some catastrophic thinking right there, and I think that it was valid to be as upset as I was, but things are gonna be okay. Just because of the way, and I really thought that this went without saying, but just because somebody might appear happy and outgoing and extroverted on the outside doesn't mean that they have the worst demons imaginable on the inside. We can't judge what somebody's feeling from what we see. Like, I was tweeting about this the other night. Like, I kind of just went on a bit of a rampage. I also tweeted about how one time when I was 13, I wanted to see what would happen if okay, you know those automatic windows, the ones that go choo choo. Okay, yes, nobody here is like 7 years old. Automatic windows, you push a button and it just like goes up. I decided to stick my hand out the window. I was like, I wonder what will happen if I just yeah, I crushed my fingers. Sorry, that's kind of off topic, but I never realized how much I felt like I had to prove myself. Telling professionals how I feel should be enough. It took me months to get somebody to take me seriously, which made me doubt my own feelings, but I know my own feelings best. I'm not saying that our feelings are always 100% accurate, but I know what I feel and that I need help with it. It's staying up until 2 a.m. because your mind just won't stop and your body won't stop shaking and worrying about maybe going out in public the next day or just nothing, just being scared about nothing's even happening but still being scared. And so much more than that. There's so many times in my life where I've been suicidal, I've been in treatment, and I'm currently going to be in treatment for ED because I found the people who do listen and know just because I'm a talkative introvert doesn't mean I'm not suffering silently. I don't have outbursts, but stick around me for long enough and you will see me shut down, you will see me shake. I'm just high functioning and good at masking. And it's true. I have had so many people tell me that like I seem okay. And that is really damaging. That is so damaging to tell somebody that they seem okay. Because they're telling you that they're not okay. Just be there for people. Take care of yourself first, but just be there for people. What else? So, to conclude, professionals can be very dismissive, but you also need to advocate for yourself. If you're somebody who is just sort of starting your journey where you want to find somebody to talk to, please advocate for yourself. And I hope that it goes well for you. And thank you for watching my video.